me. Leave it to me. Leave it to me. Let's go. Leave it to me. Let's go. Leave it to me. 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 Let's go. Leave it to me. Leave it to me. Leave it to me. Leave it to me. Leave it to me.
Hey, what up, everyone? How is everybody doing today? Sunday night, Sunday evening, Sunday morning, wherever you're at in the world, or maybe it's the next day. I don't know, but wherever you are in the world, where you're watching, thanks for joining me. A little bit of a later Sunday night show here. Um, yeah, my partner is a little under the weather, so I figured we'll do that show next week, hopefully, because that show is cursed. It's just always something happening. When we talk the Spawn Compendium, the grand finale. So hopefully next week, finally, we'll get that show in, which might be the last opportunity, because after that, there's probably other shows going on. There's going to be more stuff going on after that. But we'll see if that show goes through. Now that's the big question, the big cliffhanger of this whole thing, right? Like you see at the end of the comic book, there's a cliffhanger. You know what I mean? Will that show go on? Find out next week. You know what I mean? But yeah, it is. I thought, I'll still do a show. I've been wanting to do one like this, a Q&A type show, maybe something like this. I don't know how many people wanted a Q&A show from the big Herm, but yeah, I figure I'll do this. I'm also gonna have some people come in anyway. You know what I mean? We're gonna have a nice conversation. There's a last minute show, so the show might be all over the place. I didn't really have a whole lot of time to prepare, but it's all good. Just me chatting on with the chats, with the community. I love doing this anyway. Anyway, thanks for joining us, and of course, I gotta start with some plugging, right, guys? Why not? Why not? You know what I mean? Why not? Of course, this week it's gonna be another one of those fun weeks. But before we get to the show, I did want to get to uh I don't know, like I'm kind of my show is kind of a sponsor to another show. Really, it's a favor to a friend of mine. His Mike Greco. He's got a podcast. He's involved with I'm just gonna show it right here. He's got a new podcast. He's talked movies and all that. Boom, right here. Tune in the Rated MG podcast on Spotify or Anchor, and coming soon to iTunes. Excuse me. Yeah, he has a show from Falls Finish Productions. They have a YouTube channel too. They talk a lot about wrestling and all that on that show. They put on a great show. They've been there for years, since way before I started this show. And he branched off to do he's still doing his show, but he branched off to do his own show too. And he talked about movies and stuff. And the first movie he talked about was The Crow. So the Brandon Lee Crow, the original one. And it was a fun conversation with his brother, his homies, which I already forgot his name. I apologize, but they had a fantastic show. It's a great listen. I was able to listen to it. He said might have saw that show for like that movie 100 times, which I can relate, because I probably seen Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle the movie about 100 times on that show. Pretty cool. And there's like a mention in there towards the end of the show that I've been waiting for them to talk about. It was more wrestling related. If any wrestling fans would know what I'm talking about when it comes to The Crow, the movie. I'm just saying. But pretty cool. Love listening to that show. I'll show it again. Anybody you watch podcasts or anything like that, he like I say, technically I'm a sponsor to that show, but he's doing me the favor. And I'm in there. I'm in their second commercial and all that, and it was pretty cool. He threw us in there. He threw TM in there. He threw Sam and all that with my shows and all that. So once again, the Rated MG podcast on Spotify or Anchor, and coming soon to iTunes. check it out. It's an awesome listen. You have nothing to do, talk movies. I can't wait for the second episode. I think it's weekly. I'm not sure. I gotta get back with him. I forgot to ask him, but good episode. Greco, if you're watching this, can't wait for the next episode. Keep on keeping on. Oh yeah, I also got. I gotta get. I'm good with my plugin. All of a sudden, lately, I've been all over the place. Of course, the link will be down below. I have his show, and plus, a lot of members of the P Army. I got Fargate, Sam, all those guys are in the box below. If you want to check those out. What else we got going? We got so much going on. I'm gonna make sure I don't rush it. But yeah, I did want to talk first about my amazing collector edition show. I'm guessing this is officially episode 3, even though it's a special edition. We will have another our regular show the next week, but August 2nd, we're gonna have Omar from Near Mint Condition, me and Fargate, and can't wait. Talk omnibuses, collected editions, ask him some questions. So if you guys want to know any questions, he is the guru for that. He probably can actually have a better description on the difference between all this stuff. And we probably have him for a half hour, 40 minutes. That's good enough for us, man. Awesome. He's a titan from, YouTube when it comes to those omnibuses and all that. He started off small and over 40K subs for that guy. I'm so happy for him. Glad to see him grow and all that. So yeah, I can't wait to have him. And since I'm talking Fargate and all that, he was a very generous on Fridays. Sam show, the Ever Loving show, cause my man decided if we here, the Big Herm Collectibles Show, get 500 subs, he's giving a giveaway of hashtag Big Herm to 500. One grand prize winner will receive an Epic and a Marvel T-shirt, which the T-shirt will probably be from me. So yeah, I'll get a Marvel T-shirt of the person's liking, whoever wins, the size and all that. Try to find them the best T-shirt I can. So yeah, that's an awesome Epic. That has the John Romita days, and for what I remember, who the Green Goblin is. Who is he? You find out in that and all that. And while I'm talking about giveaways, more importantly for me right now, I want to give my boy Sam from Sam Tango Web a 1K subs. It's about time. He's got about 800 plus. He's got less than 200 left, but we need to get him there. So we have the hashtag Sam to 1K giveaway. Sam's Tangled Web grand prize from the collected edition show. He's gonna get these two awesome Marvel Masterworks Marvel Team Up Volume 3, Volume 4. He's gonna get a shirt from whoever wins. Gonna get a shirt from me, and again another shirt. I'm here giving away shirts. Yeah, you get a shirt. He gets a shirt, but that's the best I can do for now. I might add something, but also Comic Crazy, which I think I saw him in the chat. He's giving away 2 homage covers to the ASM 300, which one of them is I think the Venom from the ASM 300, the homage to that cover because it's ASM 700. Okay, it's ASM 700 and it's an homage to the Venom cover, and the other cover is an homage to ASM 400, the Tombstone cover with the Death of Aunt May. Those are awesome books, man. That man, those are awesome books. That's all I can say. I'm speechless when it comes to that. So, yeah, one more time, Sam to 1K. Let's get him there. I'm gonna try my best and my part to get him there. To have him have awesome giveaways. Because really, I'm not the biggest guy when it comes to giveaways. But when it's a big number, yeah, I believe in it. You know what I mean? I wouldn't do it like every 50, every 100. Not that that's wrong what other channels doing. That's pretty cool when other channels do it. But I feel like big numbers like that deserves giveaways. And of course, I like to thank Fargate for even suggesting that. I never asked him. The man gives a lot to the community, a whole lot to the community. So thank you, my man. I hope I got all that right. And speaking of Sam, I might as well keep talking about Sam, right? Me and him, this Wednesday for Whiplash Wednesday, part 2 of Secret Wars. Well, it's not Secret Wars 2. It's just part 2 of the now I gotta reach for my book of the first the Marvel superheroes event series that came out back in the mid '80s. We're doing issues I think 6 through 12 now. Oh, we did 1 to 6. Now we're doing 7 to 11, 7 to 12. I'm all over the place. But you guys know we're gonna finish it off. We had so much fun last time. So guys, join us for this Wednesday coming up, part of Whiplash Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? Chatting with the community. I don't have the thumbnail on here right now, but my man TM, he's gonna have Jennifer for Comics Break Your Heart. If I don't, I record, I got that right. Jennifer from Comics Break Your Heart will be on that show, Whiplash Wednesday. Of course, the Blame Phable show. You know what I mean? It's up in here. The Blame Phable show starts 1:30 p.m. Eastern. I'm not sure what guest is gonna be there. I think I'm gonna be there. I was there last week, but I think I'm gonna be there again this Wednesday. And remind me, Faber. I think it's this Wednesday too. Also, who else? Who else? Nick Comic Culture. Nick Comic Culture, the man. You know what I'm saying? Put his wonderful, wonderful videos that he always pulls out. He has one from this LCS where he shows you the books that are coming out for the next day, and then or for that particular day, and then he has a haul video, and then during the week he gives you the Nick at Night show, which is my favorite one out of all of them. So Nick, keep killing it, my man. Keep killing it. Of course, you guys know after our show, we're the bridge. Me and Sam, we're the bridge for the Chamorro show this week. I think this week is the creators bracket. I'm not sure. I could be wrong, but I think it's the creators gonna have a bunch of creators up in there. Yeah, it's the final Wednesday of the month. So yeah, creators gonna have all the creators up in there. And check out the Tomorrow Show. Awesome, fun show for Whiplash Wednesday to close out Whiplash Wednesday. And I said a whole mouthful. I might as well talk about my hall show the next day, usually 4 p.m. Eastern. I have a show on my halls, and I already have to drink some up in here. My whole video on now I forgot how to talk, but you guys know my whole video for the 28th of July. Can't wait to do that. Can't wait. Always can't wait to get my books. You guys know Christmas every week for us comic book fans. Of course, I want one more plug. I always plug my man Nsync. You know what I'm saying? He always has this show. You know, you never know when he'll show up. You know, there's a reason why it's called Missing Link, because he's missing, but then you have to find him, and then when you find him, boom, there he is. You know what I'm saying? The modern day, where's Waldo? You know what I'm saying? Where in the world is Carmen San Diego? That's my man Missing Link. So yeah, let's go to the chats real quick. I guess this is not the quick Q&A show. This is the plug show, right, guys? I mean, like 14 minutes just plugging everything. But you know, I had the giveaways and all that. I'm pretty excited about that. First of all, Super TM Station, my man, get healthy, my man. Hope you feel better. And Fargate here is going no, cause there's the bin guy, and I just can't show my shirt today. It's hot in here today and all that. But next time. Chaos and Comic Station, my man. Station, thanks for joining us. Maria, hey, hun. She says, hey, everyone. Happy Sunday, Station. Eric, the stash, the rant. There's a filter up in Instagram with a stash. I call that the Eric, the stash filter. You know what I mean? And then I put it on sometime. But like, yo, I'm Eric, the stash, bro. But there's only one Eric, the stash Station, man. Thanks for joining us. Primetime Tom Geek Chat. What's going on, Tom? Station, thanks for joining us. Comic Crazy, talking about him earlier. Station, my man, thanks for joining. Who else is up in here? Comic Crazy saying what's up to everybody. Fargate, Station, the giveaways. John Comments with Kids, Station, my man, how you doing, man? Thanks for joining. Uh, and all that. What else? What else? What else? John, play my retro expo video if you need content. Yeah, I don't know how to do it over my phone. I'm gonna have to like soon. I'll have a computer soon, very soon. I mean, very soon. And yeah, man, prime time. Talk about time. Chamorro Station, my man. Thanks for joining us. Who else? Who else? Yes, let's get Sam to 1K. That's what we need. Sam to 1K. Sam to 1K. Nick Station, my man. Top and drop station. You know what I'm saying? Who else is up in here? Oh, new world order. What's up, Biggie Shack? Too sweet. uh, John Thomas Station. Perry's up in Perry. What's up, man? Who else is up in here? I guess I got everybody up in here. So today's Q&A. Anybody has a question? Things that happened during the week. You want to talk about? Go ahead. Anybody might have some guests coming here and there. Hopefully they come pretty soon. But yeah, I don't really have much. There wasn't really much this week to talk about, but there was a few things. You know what I mean? I did see like uh Megan Fox, you know, fans want her to be Poison Ivy, and I was just like, uh nothing against Megan Fox. She had her time, you know what I mean, looking good in those movies. But I don't know if I want her to be Poison Ivy. I think that's they should go to someone else. You know what I mean? I know maybe someone in the chats. Do you guys want Megan Fox to be Poison Ivy? I know I don't. But yeah, I don't know. She's I don't see her as a great actress and all that, or actor like people say. You know what I mean? She's just like she was in a few decent movies, I guess. But yeah, I thought that news was very I hope not. I hope not. And of course, talking about movies, or we go to shows. We heard like the Jamila Jamil was revealed that they almost finished filming She-Hulk. They got like a month left of filming, so that's pretty exciting. So I hope that that's done soon. But we're probably not going to see that till next year anyway, because you got the What If, we got the Hawkeye, and all that. So I saw that going on. This was, like I said, it wasn't a whole lot. I mean, you have um Oscar Isaac, the Moon Knight show, which the comic came out. You know what I mean? This comic right here, Moon Knight, which I did read. Um, this comic right here was pretty good. I enjoy the comic, but I'll talk about that a little bit later. But the Moon Knight series that's Disney Plus, I'm pretty sure I don't know, somehow turned series on. There you go. Siri's my partner today. Guys, me and Siri gonna do the show. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for Moon Knight. You know what I mean? Oscar Isaac, I think he's a good actor. I was never big on Moon Knight, but it wasn't nothing to do with Moon Knight. I just never bought the issues. But I enjoyed the comic. The comic was pretty good. It was pretty good for like new readers, you know what I'm saying, and old readers. Um, and then like yeah, so I don't know what want to really touch too much deep into that comic. Let me check out the chats real quick, see if we got any questions. She's so damn hot, she can do whatever she wants, and I'll support it. For Poison Ivy though, for Poison Ivy, I don't know. um, oh man, my chat's jumping now. Road Trader Station, my man, Station. Haven't heard from you in a minute. Let's get him to 500 first. um, I enjoy Moon Knight too. Looking forward for the next issue. Yeah, very good. Same about Moon Knight. TM calls it stretch goal. uh, John Stout, Station, my man, Station. Uh, what is up, traders? Thought I would catch a bit of Herm while catching up on work. Working man, thanks for being here, Station. Appreciate it. JT, John Stout, and all that. Any questions? Yeah. So yeah. I'm all over the place, guys. But last minute thing is all good. All over the place. That's how I am. But yeah. So Moon Knight. That's what we're talking about. Uh, I want to know. I don't even know. Like, did they say it was gonna be 8 episodes? Like the other one's 6 episodes. So I'm kind of wondering how many episodes were were they gonna be on Moon Knight and all that. Fargus and Herm, what's your favorite food? We got to that part of the show already. What's your favorite food? Yeah, so yeah, my favorite food. Let me see. Everybody knows. If anybody who knows me, like my wife will tell you real quick what my favorite food is. Like, I always ask for it, and I gotta wait for it around the winter because it's too hot to do it in the summer. And of course, it's lasagna. You know what I'm saying? That's my favorite food. Lasagna is me being a Hispanic and all. It should be that's the next thing. Some arroz con pollo and chuleta, rice and beans with some pork chops. It's probably my go-to for Spanish food. I love it. Um, but lasagna is my favorite. Like whenever people make it, that's why when I was a kid, I loved Garfield and Friends. You know what I mean? Because Garfield loved his lasagna just like me. I was just like, that could be my boy. You know what I mean? We could be sitting in the corner just chilling. You know what I mean? Being lazy and stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's what. So yeah, that's my favorite food. My favorite fast food used to be McDonald's. You know what I mean? Like it used to be, and then they fell off big time. Like it's not my favorite fast food anymore. Like I prefer Taco Bell, Wendy's before McDonald's. You know what I mean? So that's really disappointing. Burger King has always been in the middle, and I feel like even their burgers, which is Burger King, they always had the better burgers, but now they don't. Like last time I had a Burger King burger, I was like, really? This is what you got, Burger King? And the Whopper used to be a Whopper, is not really a Whopper anymore. It's like you guys know. And then a Big Mac at McDonald's. It's not even a Big Mac anymore. See what you got me into, Bruce? Now we're talking food and and the disappointment of the food. I would roll around in poison ivy with Megan Fox. Oh boy, that you probably talk about another type of poison ivy movie that they probably can't put in theater. You know what I'm saying? Station John, that's awesome. I keep missing your Saturday morning lives. Oh yeah, John, comments with kids. Your Saturday morning, I love watching that show, but I work overnight. By the time your show comes on, I knocked out. No chance. You know what I'm saying? But whenever I get a chance, I always check you guys out. You and your daughters are awesome. John comments with kids. Anybody who hasn't already sub to the show, sub up to his show. Any of my moderators, put John Commons with Kid link down below for me. Yeah, the piña, what? The piña lasagna? Yo, what? I don't even know if I'm able to say that, Perry. Spanish food is the move. Haha, I'm eating some rice and beans now. Bro, that's like the go-to for Latinos, you know what I'm saying? Like you didn't go out too much. Like going to like McDonald's or something like that was like an event back in the day. There wasn't many of them like there is now. It's like literally like McDonald's, a fast food restaurant is like a corner store. Like you go to a corner store here in the city, there's one almost everywhere. That's how like the fast food feels like now. But before it wasn't like that. We had to take the train 2 or 3 stops because I lived in Brooklyn to go to like Greenpoint, Brooklyn, Greenpoint, Brooklyn, Queens. Now I'm getting myself confused, but to go to Greenpoint, to go to McDonald's, and then like finally they made one close to us, which we still had to take a train to go to the one closer to us, and then they finally got one a few blocks away from my house. That's how it was back in the day with these fast food restaurants. They weren't everywhere, and I kept, I'm just going blabbing now about food, but Popeyes, we kept having commercials with Popeyes. Actual Popeye the Sailor Man with the thing. When they had that commercial, that's now I'm showing my age, but there was never any Popeyes where I live or close to where I live. So I had never been to a Popeyes when I was a kid. I waited all the way up to when I moved to Florida, like years later, to go to a Popeyes down there where I finally saw one. And like That's how it was with me. Like there was all these fast food commercials and all that. There weren't any of those, but there were a lot of Spanish restaurants and all that. And that's where I grew up. So I love myself some Spanish food. Let me go back to the chats real quick because I just ramble now. I'm Italian. You can sit on my table anytime, brother. Yeah, man. You have some Italian food. Like a lot of people, I would go on break and all that. My buddies would be like, "Yo, you sure you're not Italian?" Because I would bring a lot of Italian kind of food with me, leftovers and stuff. Because that was my thing. That was my thing. You know what I mean? What's my favorite drink? Oh, now we're just gonna go to the food route. Might just go straight up food route. But yeah, man. I mean, everybody don't know my favorite drink right here. So Pepsi. A lot of I grew up. Everybody was loving Coca Cola, and then my aunt was like, we saw a Pepsi commercial. And I was like, why would they show a Pepsi commercial? I was confused as a kid, and she was like, because it tastes better. That's what she felt like. For her, it tastes better because the thing to do was buy Coca Cola. Like that was the brand. Kind of like what you see with the indies. The brand was Marvel or DC, and you go to those comic books and not get the indies until you finally get the indies. Now it's blowing up. But that's how I was with the soda. So when I started drinking the Pepsi, I was like, wow, this is better. You know what I mean? It just tasted better for me. Since then, I was like maybe 8 or 9 years old. You know what I mean? Because I didn't drink too much Pepsi as a kid. But when I did, I chose Pepsi. That's my favorite. Anybody's favorite. You could name your favorite food or Pepsi down in the chats. Um, or soda. I said or Pepsi. My favorite Pepsi, Crystal Pepsi or Diet Pepsi. The diet drinks I can't dig, man. I can't stand it. I rather drink water. Like anybody, do you really like Diet Pepsi, Diet Coke, Diet anything? I can't deal with the diet stuff. Like it really tastes bad. So I just drink water. Like if I couldn't drink sweet drinks anymore when I get older, I'm just gonna drink water. I mean, I love cold water anyway, so why not? Herm, your favorite ASM artist? My favorite ASM artist. You put me in a pickle there, my man. You put me in a pickle. You know what I mean? My friend, everybody knows my current favorite artist is Patrick Gleason because I love on Spider-Man when he's on it. He's my favorite currently. After as a kid, of course, Todd McFarlane would be my favorite as a kid. Those times in the early '90s with him and that Spider-Man comic that came out, his solo issue Spider-Man and all that. I love all that. And then the cover with Wolverine. Woo! That was a nice cover. So, and of course, his Venom stuff. Todd McFarlane was my guy as a kid. And then, of course, currently Patrick Gleason. All times, I don't even know. Like, if I had to pick one all time besides Todd or Gleason, is I really like the John Romita art. You know what I mean? From back in the day. Literally, volume two of an omnibus, it starts with the John Romita stuff. And as I was reading volume one, I enjoyed the Dicko art and appreciate him, the original creator and the original creator for Spider-Man, John Romita. I just enjoyed the comics with him, and also it flowed a little better with John Romita you saw Peter Parker with a little bit more personality. You know what I'm saying? He started going to college and all that when he was a kid. In high school he was more like closed in and all that, or he was kind of a jerk actually in high school. Then he loosened up in the Romita run, and I enjoyed that early Romita run, and it's probably my favorite Spider-Man run. That when you find out who the Green Goblin is and all that in there, we all know what it is now, but I can imagine what the feeling was at the time. Oh man, that's the Green Goblin, But Norman Osborn, you know what I'm saying? Oh, spoilers, spoilers. I should have threw that guy, right, guys? Threw that down there. Spoilers, John Romita. Art right there. So yeah, that's my favorite. You know what I mean? Phable, Stationer man, thanks for joining us. Here's a question: why are you so awesome? It's a gift, man. It's a gift. I can't. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you for that. I try my best to do the best show I can. No, that I love the community. I try to go as many community as I can. I can't do it like people's chats, try to be in the chats and all that. I can't do it like I used to because during the pandemic I was everywhere, and then once I started working again and all that full time, doing full time, then trying to do this, you know what I'm saying, and then spend time with the family, you know what I'm saying. It's a lot of time, but I try to watch as many people as I can, all that, because I think this community is the best out of. Not that I don't like the other communities, because I'm a wrestling fan, sports fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm into a video games. I'm into a lot of things, and in all those communities, um, they're okay, but there's a lot of hate in those. Not that there's no hate in this community, but it's a lot in those communities. Especially, they. Ooh, this one I feel like I could communicate with people a little bit more. We don't have to get angry. We can uh disagree with each other, and it'd be all good. You know what I mean? We move on. You know what I'm saying? And this community, I love this community. Um, this community is awesome. Phable, you are awesome. Also, the music to my channel. You know what I mean? And I appreciate you always. You know what I mean? Who else is up in here? Thank you, TM, throwing that link down for me. Uh, if you can, my man, Comic Crazy, throw the link down for him. He puts an awesome show. The start from the Ever Loving show from the beginning with the spider going around with that electric company. I think it's electric company Spider-Man music, and then you got the microwave with the with the and hot topic. Ooh, that's a store. The hot pocket and all that. And beep, it's done. I love it. I love it. That was great. Great job by you. So yeah, who else is up in here? Like the chat's jumping. So if I missed a question, I apologize. I'm still going. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Herm, what you gonna do when Brother Joe runs wild on you? JT the troublemaker. JT, I'm watching you, man. I'm watching you. I'll get to that man soon. I'll get to I'll get to him pretty soon. uh Station again, this guy Ben. My shirt is a Joker shirt, but it's not the Joker. It's too hot in here right now to be standing up right now. I apologize. I definitely will stand next time. John, stop. Let me see. Any questions for me? Popeyes red beans and rice with hush puppy are the bomb, yo. Yo, I love Popeyes. I used to think KC was good, KFC, until I had Popeyes. I was like, ooh, those biscuits are good and all that. Sorry, KFC, Popeyes. Big Herm, to the man, you have to beat the man. To be the man, you gotta beat the man. Woo! You just wanted me to do that. I know you just wanted me to do that. I'm here talking a storm. Whoo, it's getting hot in here already. Woo! Brother Joe. What's going on, Brother Joe? And speaking of Brother Joe, I might as well talk. Brother Joe, me and Brother Joe, we have a match coming up. Coming up. And let me take out the comment real quick. We have a match coming up Friday, August 13th, 6 p.m. Eastern. Me, Brother Joe, the live on YouTube, Everything Wrestling Talk. Me against Brother Joe for the championship belt. And I'm taking that mask out. It's mask versus hat match. We're gonna have Brother Joe on the channel. We're gonna talk. It's gonna strictly wrestling talk, and I can't wait to talk the week after. I want to do it before SummerSlam. It's the week before SummerSlam, and the Friday actually, not Friday before, but it's literally the week before SummerSlam. We want to talk all things wrestling and all that, and his history with wrestling, and he has so much memorabilia, signatures, so much to talk about. It's about the Brother Joe. I think Sam from Sam Sango Webb's going to join me. I might have another guest with me. But that show is all about Brother Joe. I can't wait to do that show with you, brother. Should be a lot of fun. And keep on keeping on, brother. um, what else is up in here? Uh, my mom would only buy us Bricks iced tea. Oh man, really? I like Bricks iced tea, but man, I feel bad because it's Chris Ice just has the same amount of sugar of Pepsi. So if you're killing yourself, you might as well just give you the Pepsi or Coke or whatever it is that you wanted, right? But you're an adult now. I guess you could buy what you want, right? But yeah, I understand. Diet Coke I used to hate, but I kind of like the taste of it. So every now and then when I get food, I'll get a Diet Coke. Really, you like the taste of the Diet Coke? I don't know what it is. It just has a weird. I feel like it's supposed to be better for you, and I feel like in the long run it's gonna be worse for you. Whatever they put on that thing, Bacardi and Pepsi. Now, see, I don't drink, but I hear like Coke is the best to mix a drink in. That's why they call it rum and Coke. I could be wrong. You know what I mean? If anybody tried it with Pepsi, let me know. I just feel like Pepsi's a little too sweet for the alcohol. I guess I wouldn't know. I don't know nothing about that. Not that I have anything wrong with drinking. I just don't drink. But let me know, guys. Let me know. It's a good Pepsi good with a vodka or Bacardi. Me being Puerto Rican, I've been around Bacardi a lot. You know what I mean? Diet Pepsi tastes like regular pepper. IMO. Really? Dr. Pepper. I love Dr. Pepper. But interesting. Drinking a lot of Coke Zero these days. Hate Diet Coke. Coke Zero. Now Coke Zero. Another thing, like I think I preferred Coke Zero over Diet, but another thing, like I don't. Maybe I just love the Pepsi too much, where I take something less. Maybe you just gotta get used to it. I don't know. Like maybe one day I have to drink that, and I can't drink this one, which I'll probably cry. You know what I mean? But hopefully it never gets to that. Love the pack, Gleason. Yes, yes. Gleason is my man. Herm, Slot or Spencer? Whose Spider Run do you prefer? Ooh, that's a good one. Oh, why'd you do that to me, Missing Link? Why'd you do that? Oh, okay. So coming back into and then like the chat is booming. I appreciate it, guys. You guys are driving this show last minute. I didn't even have topics ready. I appreciate you guys. But this topic right here, whew, Nick Spencer run, I don't think is as bad as people saying. But I don't think it's great neither. Like you see me and Sam, if you've seen our show, we covered it. There are issues, there are arcs that we like and arcs that we don't like. Um, but the arcs that we do like, there is still a lot of fun issues in the Nick Spencer run. But for whatever reason, when I came back into comics, it was Dan Slott and all that. And I was enjoying the Dan Slott stuff. I was enjoying Peter Parker. The people saying at that time complain, oh, it's trying to be like Iron Man, but it was Peter Parker. He's a smart dude and all that. You know what I'm saying? With money and all that and what he can do. I understand he got that. Dr. Octopus had a hand in that when they switched the bodies and all that. But his run was fun, and I didn't really think too much about it. Um, and there wasn't as much hate for it. There was some hate. Like if you listen to some podcasts I listen to, they can't stand him. You know what I mean? But they like the Nick Spencer run a lot. And I mean scratching my head. But to each his own. If I had to choose one, I wanted to see how the Nick Spencer run ends before I could even choose this. But for now, like I read most of the Dan Slott run, I enjoyed that run. I really did. I understand he did a lot of things different, but he was playing with what he had with all the JMS stuff, all the one more day, brand new day stuff. I wasn't down for all that, but I still read my Spider-Man comics. It's Spider-Man. I'm gonna read it. But if I had to choose, I know it's a long answer. It'd be Dan Slott right now. But I do want to see how the Nick Spencer run ends and see if I like how it ends. You never know. The Sinister War thing has started pretty good. I like the Amazing Spider-Man issue 7, the prelude, a lot, and I like the Sinister War one a lot too. So we'll see. We'll see. That should be pretty good. And I might talk about the X-Men 1 issue that came out. Pepe Larraz and help me out here, the writer. I kind of dig that issue. I might talk about that a little later. But to answer that question, for now, Dan Slott, we'll see if that changes the middle end of September. And I'll probably cover it with Sam. Awesome choices. Gleason is awesome. McFarlane is sick too. Remita is my favorite, and Ditko. Yeah, man. The legends, bro. They're the legends. There's a reason. Sheena, I finally got. I saw you earlier. Station. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for everybody here for joining. I appreciate you guys. I understand it's a last minute. We're supposed to be breaking down the Spawn Companion with TM, and he couldn't go today. So take one for the team. Did one today. A solo act, and maybe I'll do some more of these. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'll be a little bit more prepared for it. But you guys are carrying me today. Usually, like I'll do the show and all that, but you guys are carrying the show. I appreciate it. Also, can we the people of the chat get a full frontal shot of your shirt? You starting again. Come on, Missy Link. Question, where is my friend Maria? She was in the chat just earlier. She's probably helping out the family. You know what I mean? She was off today. Usually when she's off the weekend, the Saturday, she chills and all that, and then Sunday she does all the chores and all that. You know what I mean? And help the family out and all that. So she's probably doing all that, and probably why she's not in the chats a lot. But hopefully she comes in and sees you say hi, or I'll tell you say hi. You know what I mean? Appreciate that. Yo, Herm, what's your favorite hat that you own? Ooh, the hat question. I know my man Eric had the idea of me having a show to show off all the different hats I have. I don't know. That sounds like a good idea. Anybody interested in me having a show and tell, just showing what hats I have, and maybe have something to talk about with the hats. I don't know, like people that I don't know. Maybe I not maybe a live stream, but maybe just do a video of all the hats. I do have a lot of hats. What's funny is I have some that I put away because I don't wear them anymore. Uh, and then I have some that I wear a lot, and I have some other ones that I forget I have. And I look through my collection. I'm like, oh, I never wore this on the show. Or I never wore that one. So yeah, but do I have a favorite hat? My favorite hat. I'm a Yankee fan, and I know JT. I know they lost today. I know your Red Sox took 3 out of 4. Let's get that out of the way. He's gonna say something. I know it. I know it. But my Yankee hat with the World Series '96 patch. I re-bought it a couple of years ago when they put the World Series. 1996 World Series is my favorite World Series out of the 5 that they won. It's my first. There's a little bias. Just the feeling that the underdog, because they were the first and maybe last time that they were the underdogs against the Braves. Down 2-0. They came back to win that series. So that would be my favorite hat. And my favorite Marvel type hat. Believe it or not, I don't have it. I don't know where it is. But it's my Tokidoki Spider-Man hat that my wife bought me. Um, People love she loves Tokidoki, and I just love the hat. That's one of my favorite hats. I also like my Puerto Rico hat that my uncle gave me, that I wore on a show before. Oh man, I have so many good ones. Man, this was a hard question because I'm gonna look at some of my hats, be like, oh, I could have mentioned this one. Oh, why didn't I not mention that one? But yeah, those are pretty much. I have a lot of team hats because I'm a huge sports fan and all that, and have a lot of team hats. But those are pretty much the hats I would choose if I had to choose one. There's like more. Now I have my Austin 316 hat. You know what I mean? My favorite wrestling hat is Austin. My favorite wrestling from the Attitude Era, which is hard, is The Rock or Austin. If I had to choose, to be Austin. But you know, the hat is my favorite, and the Austin 316 shirt to go with it is probably my favorite wrestling shirt of all time. This is probably something I should have kept for the Brother Joe show, but I probably still mention it there. And we'll have plenty to talk about on that show. But great question, Eric. I hope I answered it pretty well. I have a few. I don't think I could choose one, but maybe I'll do a show. Maybe if the crowd wants it. The chat's jumped on me again, man. This is awesome. I love it when it jumps on me. That means people are talking. What else is up in here? Comic. Thank you, TM, for Comic Crazy for the link. Sleepy Rita, Station, my man, Station, my man, Sleepy. We still have a Conan the Barbarian show to do. Um, I have to email you. I wrote down your email. It's something so simple, but I don't know where I put it. I gotta find out where I wrote it. so I can email you so we can finally do the Conan O'Brien. Conan O'Brien. Wow, that's Conan the Barbarian show. I'm all over the place. Like Conan O'Brien's retiring and all that, and I'm talking about Conan O'Brien. That is funny. So yeah, man, I'm gonna hit you up for that. Hopefully, we can finally get that show in there because I really can't wait to do that show with you. Um, uh, what collected edition are you reading for our next show? Man, man, Fargate, you ask me all these tough questions. You know what I'm saying? You guys, nah. I guess that's what we're here for, right, guys? But I plan on reading. There's a couple of things I wanted to. I don't have enough time to read an omnibus. Eventually, I am because I am starting to catch up with my reading little by little. Like I try not to read too much. Like I told myself, just read this bunch a day, boom boom. When I'm working, I can only read 2 or 3 comics those days, and then when I'm off, I try to read 5 to 10 in splurts because I can't read more than once. I read 5 comics, I get tired. Um, I give it a break, and then I read 5 more later. Every once in a while, I can binge and read 10. But how Robbie does it, I have no idea. He reads a bunch of all. Whew, that's powers right there. But the usually I would like to surprise it, but I might as well just say it here. I probably the volume 1 of the IDW Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle collection. I want to read through that collection, so I probably buy buy. I probably read that one since that one it's actually in this month's solicitations to it's been resolicited. So anybody who wants that, you still got time to order it before the middle of next week, I think. Actually, this week, um, to buy that volume 1. It's somewhere over there. I should have just bought it over here, but that's what I read. TMNT volume 1 collector's edition. That's what I'm gonna read. I hopefully do a good job. Do a brief review on that one on our show. Um, yeah, you don't like the diet soda commercials. The diet Pepsi, the with the Ray Charles, you know what I'm saying? You got the right one, baby. Diet Pepsi. And then you just go. I don't know what he was saying there, but those are some classics. You know what I'm saying? Those are some classics right there. I used to be a Pepsi addict, but then I started getting stomach aches. Switched to Coke, and it stopped. Um, it's probably drinking too much of that. Like you have to drink in moderation. Uh, but I don't know if that's the reason why. But I know like there was a time that I did start getting those stomach aches. I stopped drinking it for a while, and then after I think I went a year without drinking Pepsi, which people, my wife would be like, "What? What?" I did it as a New Year's resolution. I would not drink any soda. I didn't drink hardly any soda that year. The only thing I drank of soda wise was uh, a pina flavor soda that I went to a party at, and that's all they had to drink. So I had to drink that. But I gave up Pepsi for a year, and I started drinking it again. I didn't get those pains yet because I don't drink it as much as I used to. But sometimes I have like relapses some days, but I usually mild drink it more when I'm doing the shows because it helps me. Because especially in the summer, it's too hot to drink coffee. I love coffee too. So yeah, I get that. Diet stuff tastes like cough medicine. Yeah, yeah. uh, Horrible Pepsi with the rum too sweet. Yes. Okay, that's what I hear. I hear a more cinnamon bite to complement the sweet rum. Hmm. Interesting. Like that's what I hear. Like I don't know a lot about it. That's what you're worth it, Herm. Thank you, thank you. You guys are worth it. You too, Phable. Station, my man. Is there any comic book artist that you can't stand? I find it hard to read comics drawn by Frank Robbins back in the day and by Greg Land in the modern times. Hmm, that's a good one. Like I don't really focus. Like I should, but I don't really focus on which artists I don't like. That's a good question. I don't even know. Maybe I have to get back to that question. Um, there's not really an art that I sit there and go like, oh, I can't stand this. You know what I mean? Maybe they should be. Maybe I just don't notice. Because the way I grew up more about the reading than the art. And that's totally opposite to some people. I love the art. Don't get me wrong. I love the art. But that's a good question. That's a good question. I don't have one that I can't stand right now. I guess that's the answer to the question. I don't have one that I can't stand. But now that you asked that, I might be looking at some comics, and I'm not gonna make myself not like it. But there might have been some that's a little off and all that. But pretty much if the story is good and the art's like so, I probably will enjoy it anyway. Now, if the writing's bad, then you can see the art a little more and be like, but I don't have a comic or nothing that I can really name for it. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good question. Like, and anybody who has artists like that, I understand. Not every artist is great, right? A DC question for you, Herm. Who is your favorite Robin? I like Dick Grayson. Now, Tom, you want to start a war, don't you? That's what you want to do. You just want to start a war on my show. The Robin Wars. um, yeah. My favorite is Dick Grayson too. But people would be like, "Well, he wasn't Robin when you were growing up." He wasn't. But you had the shows and all that. You had all this. But if you talk about comics, Nightwing's my second favorite character. Dick Grayson's my second favorite character of DC. Period. Like I figured that out recently, even before the Nightwing run. Like, and I was able to enjoy some of that Dick Grayson stuff. A lot of people hate it. It didn't bother me as much because I like to read the story, see where the guy is going. So I let him tell the story. It wasn't the most famous story, and a lot of people hate it, and I understand. But that's how much I love Nightwing that I was able to read that and be okay with it. Not loving it, but still be okay with it. But when I was growing up, Tim Drake was the Robin, so I guess that would be the answer. And I know Missing Link would love that one, that answer. But yeah, so like he's an awesome Robin. Like if you just talk about Robin, like I know I like Damon. You know, I really do. Like, there's people that can't stand him. I just like him, even though he's always crying and all that. And a very difficult guy, but I love his series coming out right now. Um, uh, but I'll choose Tim Drake if it's Robin as when I started growing up and all. It would be Dick Grayson of all times, but it would be Tim Drake and all that. And then a lot of people don't like that other guy, so I won't mention that, Robin. Well said, Herm. Thank you. I agree with Phable. Your work. Thank guys, man. You're gonna make me cry on my own show, man. Come on. Cute. I love her. Herm hats do it. I'm gonna have to do it. So now the question is live or video. I haven't done a video in a while. I might do it in a video form. We'll see. Do a slideshow of you wearing each hat. Oh man, that's you just want me to go have some work, like put some more work. Why not? Put some more work on me, my load. Why not? That might be a good idea. Station Herm's hat might have to hit the bell for that one. Thanks. There you go. Go Yankees. JT. Yay to the hat show. Man, everybody wanted the hat. Sleepy. Didn't really like Kelly Jones' art on Batman, but it was drawn that way. Interesting. And by the way, Station Taqi, Station, go Bucks. Congratulations. I don't even know how it feels if my Knicks will win the championship. Um, I'll go crazy because the way things with the Knicks is, it just seems like they'll never get there. You know what I mean? I know I had the same problems with the Jets, but I had moments with them before, stretches that they had good teams. But the Knicks, they were good until Patrick left, and then Melo came. They were good for a year or two, and then that went to and yeah. So whenever I don't even know if my Knicks will ever win, but that's an example. The Bucks. Whoever thought the Bucks would win? So you know what I'm saying, and you know what I mean. So small market team winning it. Congratulations, go Bucks. You deserve it. I would still be glowing. I would have my shirt. I would have the champion hat and all that, because that the Greek Freak has arrived, and he didn't even have even he finally. I remember talking to you. He needs his Dwayne Wade, maybe that Middleton guy or is that guy. His two guys played great in that last game. Can't wait to see what they keep doing. They're gonna be a dangerous team in the future. I know there's other two teams, super teams, that probably be a better team if they were healthy, but we wouldn't know because whoever saw Toronto would win when they won. So congratulations, the Bucks, awesome, awesome NBA champs. Um, hi, mine. Oh, mine is up in here. Oh, sorry I missed you, bro. Station Comics on the Mind up in here. Thanks, thanks for coming on. And guys, if I get kicked out, so reaching the hour mark, you guys already know. I don't even know how if it'll end the show or just be a blank. I'll just come back here. That'll be like a small break if I get kicked out. My phone reaching the hour mark usually is when it happens. Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Where do babies come from? I have no idea. I thought I was gonna ask you that, TM, because you live in Cocoa. There's resurrections going on and everything. Maybe they come from the Prince Edward Island. That's probably where they come from. Like, the bird comes to pick up the babies and then brings them to the families that want them. You know what I mean? With that, they drop in and then you see the little parachute and all that, and boom, into the house, right? That's how it goes? I think that's how it goes. Herm, Herm Hat Live. Oh, you wanted the live show. Okay, okay. They like Jason Todd more as Red Hood. Yeah, Jason Todd. That name. Very controversial. I like the Red Hood uh animated series that DC came out with and all that. So that was pretty good. I enjoyed those. But who knows? Herm, the Bucks were worse than the Knicks. I can't believe still flying high. Yes, do that, bro. Cause they don't come championships don't come often. And if any of my teams win it, I'll be flying high for a very long time. That should last you a long time. That congratulations, TM. I hated Jason Todd as Robin. I enjoy him as Red Hood. A lot of people are liking him as Red Hood. Um, awesome, Taqi. You got a better chance of getting Hulk number 181 than the Jets going to the Super Bowl. Hey, hey, be nice. Be nice. You never know. You never know. The Bucks won the Taqi is my guy right there. The Bucks won a championship. So you never know. Who else? Who else? Let me go all the way down. Do I have a stork here? What? Watching like crazy sleepy, but also enjoying gardening like crazy too. Okay. Enjoy what you enjoy, man. Enjoy what you enjoy. Finally, the Bucks have reached the height of Taki's greatest. Yeah, man. I like Dick as Nightwing, Jason as Red Hood, and Tim as Red Robin. You know what I'm saying? I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that. Awesome characters. Like I said, the Tim Drake Robin was the one I did grow up with. So by default, I guess that gets picked. And he's an awesome Robin anyway. So I like though all that right there. Well said. Well said. Bucks, Tampa Bay Patriots. You don't want to start that right now, John Thomas. You don't want to start that. The Bucks finally, Tom Brady finally won his legit Super Bowl. His first ever. Congratulations to now. I want to start that whole thing now. Yeah, I got a guess. I hope he's feeling good. He joined us for a little while, for a minute or so. He wanted to pop in and say hello. So I'll bring him. You guys know him as TM Nerdy. Is he still in here? Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
I'm here. I'm just in bed, so I'm just like gonna be like behind the screen.
You watch your mouth, JT. Yeah, man. Yeah. You told me you weren't feeling good and all that, so I feel like I'd rather do a show and then have you like like struggle to the Spawn show because I want that show to be great because it's a finale. So
Yeah, I
that's why
don't
I
think I
moved
would
it
have
for
been
next week.
able. I don't think I would have been able to bring my goal, and I was still willing to do the show, but it was you who's just like, dude, no, we're not doing the show. You need to get some freaking rest. So thank you to Big Herm, because I probably still would have done the show.
Yeah, that would have been very frustrating to see you like that, and then me do a show. It would just it would just been very distracting, because I would have felt really bad and all that, and yeah. So next week, hopefully you feel better. Next week's
Oh
the
Dan,
last
if
chance.
I don't feel better by tomorrow, I'm going to the doctor, because it's like I've been sickish since Friday, man, and I don't usually get sick like this, so I don't know.
All right, man. So yeah,
I
man.
got a question though. I got a question before I drop out and say station and that you're worth it. Also, I got to add, Fargate, stop blocking Apitz. Apitz is not a robot. He's a real person. So I've already unblocked him twice. um,
Oh, okay. He's a real person.
yeah.
Yeah, don't block him. Don't block him. Don't block him. He's a real
Uh,
person.
what is your favorite live action TV show growing up?
My favorite live action TV show. Hmm. Gotta think about that one. Hmm. Live action TV show growing up. That's a good question. I don't even have one right now. Um. Oh, growing up, live action TV show. Hmm. I'm gonna think of a show like a little, like after this show and be like, damn, why didn't I mention that show? So, do you have one?
Me, I like I loved Animorphs growing up. I know that was short lived, but I think I was like 12 or 13 and I fell in love with Smallville when it first started coming out.
Three Company. Taqi.
Come and knock on
He
my
said,
door.
that's live action. Jack Tripper. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say Batman 66. Thank you, John Stott.
Ooh.
Right there. Batman 66 was my favorite live action. Like I don't think any of them compare. The Spider-Man show was really bad. So at that time. So yeah. John Stott bailed me out right here on that question. Batman,
I did.
even though it's an old show, I figure it's still a show that I grew up with. Right? I guess it counts, right? Hmm. Go ahead.
I remember watching reruns of Batman 66. I enjoyed it. It was definitely after I've watched the movies. Um, I'd have to say tomato.
Station
Tomato is
Mike.
probably my favorite kind of soup. Little tomato with a little bit of pepper and some parsley.
Mike 06, Station Man, member of the Peace Be Army crew. Thanks for joining us, man. I appreciate it. You know what I mean? As I get the notification that the Rock and Robbie live show will start in 30 minutes,
I know.
I'm leaving
I'm so
time.
excited for that because he's going to be talking about a little bit of Masters of the Universe, and I know you haven't watched it, but I watched it. It was only 5 episodes, so it's not like it was a complete series or anything. Um, but there was a lot of hate on that, and I don't get it. Like, it was generally good. I know a lot of people said, "Oh, He-Man, like if we want a He-Man show, we want to see He-Man," but it's like, look at the title. It says Masters of the Universe Revelations. So I don't know if anybody else liked it out there, but I really enjoyed Masters of the Universe.
I had to watch it. Been very busy working on all last few nights, and whew, when I get a chance, I'm definitely going to watch that. Tomorrow I'll probably be busy too, but Sleepy Reader says, "Did you catch code? There's one going around out here, but it's kind of weird because you're all the way in an island away from the states." So
I'm like on the other side of the world from Sleepy, because Portland is far west, and I'm the furthest east you can go.
there's probably a stream that Portland people started coughing, and the stream went all the way up to your island. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened. You know
Well, well, I know that you saw, and the rest of the crew saw that, like, there was a coroner here, and somebody was dead in the room for about 2 weeks before they found him. because they were knocking on his door for rent money because he was late with rent and
Wow.
he was dead in his room for like 2 weeks. He OD'd. I was like, holy.
That's sick, bro. I've seen stuff like that happen before, so that's that's pretty deep right there. I hope it's not from that, but I hope you feel better. I hope you feel better because my man Missing Link said he was looking forward to us doing the Spawn show. So people still want us
Oh,
to do it. So
we'll
I ra-
definitely be doing it, and then we'll be like on to like the What If series, which is 10 episodes long. So it's not 6, it's 10. So I'm really pumped about that.
John Stout says get better TM. Uh uh Nadia, wait, Nadia, am I saying it right?
I
If I'm
think
s-
it's Nadia, or you can just
Nadia,
call her
sir,
Little Monster.
aka Little Monster says get well TM Station. Thanks for joining us. I
Station.
appreciate it. You have a lot of love up in here. Everybody say feel better. You know what I mean? And uh, Sister Joe and TM hopes you feel better. You know what I mean?
Station Brother Joe and Sister Joe.
Uh, Sleepy Reader says Batman 66 was a great choice. Uh, make a PB and pickle sandwich for TM.
Oh man, that sounds good right about now.
MOTU, you mean Tila's Tales starting Buffy?
Oh, I guess you watched it and didn't like it there, Taqi.
I don't know if I wanted to address this question. You know what I mean? I pass.
Oh, I'll
It-
answer it.
no,
But
no, no, it's a family show. It's a family show. You know, me, I love it all. Give me all of it, all of it. You know what I'm saying? That's just saying. I'm a variety guy. You guys know me. I love Marvel, DC, and Indies. You know what I'm saying? I can't just have one. You know what I mean? I need it all. You know what I'm saying? And that would be my answer. Thanks, JT. You need a pickup, and that is a pickup. That's an ultimate pickup.
dude,
Oh
I'm
man.
surprised you haven't dropped out yet. I was like, I have to jump on just in case he drops out and the show ends.
No, I'm surprised too. It's probably coming.
Yeah, I think it's usually around the 1 hour and 11 minutes. So, do you guys have any more questions for this amazing Herm fellow?
Is Marvel's boobs or DC butt? Is Marvel?
I would have to agree with that because I'm more of a DC head than I am a Marvel head. So, Marvel boobs, DC butts.
I don't even know how to address that question.
And what would be indies? Oh, well, we won't get into that.
I'm not going there. Now this just is going off the rails. Now this show. I'm still trying to think of a Marvel action. Look at me, an action superhero other than Batman 66 that I can think of that time. Um, but I can't even really think about. All I can think about is the cartoons and
Oh,
all that.
there was like a little bit after that. There was like the Superman movie, but that was a movie.
A movie.
But there's the Wonder Woman TV
There's
show.
the Wonder Woman. I was just gonna say that you beat me to it. There's the Incredible Hulk one. You know what I mean? Well, Ferrigno as the Hulk. I enjoyed that one when I was a kid. When and he looked like the Hulk, so he was like, ah, you know what I mean? So and it was very silly, but that's pretty much the ones that I grew up with. The Wonder Woman, like you mentioned, and the Hulk, um,
Oh yeah, the Hulk.
TV shows. So yeah, yeah. I don't know. Does the $1 million Man count as a comic book related type TV show, or was it
Um,
the
uh,
opposite?
I wouldn't say comic book. I would say superhero though, because he was considered a superhero. That and the Bionic Woman.
Yeah, Bionic Woman. Then you got the cartoon Bionic 6. Doo 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 doo. We're together. I'm gonna sing now. I love the Hulk show with Bill Bixby. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's the one. Yeah. Uh, Way back there was an Adventures of Superman in black and white. Man, I remember seeing the VHS of that. When I was a kid, I was like, man, this is not very good. But you get what you have from that time, right? The Fall Guy. The Fall Guy. I'm thinking about that one. The Fall Guy. Isn't that a TV show?
Never heard
who
of it.
who the '80s Superboy show? Yeah, man, the '80s Superboy show. I keep forgetting about that one. What's the was it Jerry O'Connell who did that show? I remember that show. People people did not really talk about that show very much. Absolutely worth it. My Secret Identity. Charlie's Angels. How did I not remember Charlie's Angels? That's a little bit before my time, but it's still a superhero show. He was too old, JT. Colt Seaver, the unknown stuntman. Yeah. There's some good ones you guys are throwing out. Nick Hammond sucked as Peter Parker. Nicholas Hammond. Yeah, that Spider-Man show wasn't very good. I would prefer if they would have showed the Japanese Spider-Man show. That was
Yeah, I was
exciting.
just about to say that. I was gonna be like, did you watch that? Because like that's initially how Power Rangers got started, was because of that Spider-Man Japanese TV show.
Yeah, pretty much. Who else? Who else is up? The Fall Guy was my favorite live action show. The Falling Guy. Yeah. I don't think I've watched that one too much. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't remember too much about it. I remember hearing about a show like that. But yeah, JT knows what's up. Repping Lee Majors. Yeah, man. So how you were able to do a show with a certain AI we know about? You know what I mean? How did you pull that off? You know, I didn't get to watch it yet, but I will. Um,
Yeah, that comes out when August 4th.
yeah.
This week will be Jennifer from Comics Will Break Your Heart, and then next week is JT. So station to JT, John Thomas, who's in the chat right now. I actually sat down with him yesterday, and then I was able to pile through it and do it. I felt like I kind of rushed through it, so I apologize to anybody who watches it that comes out August 4th, but I had an awesome chat with JT, the AI.
Yeah, he said he had fun with TM. So yeah, so AI extraordinaire. So we get to finally see the AI. And yeah, Phable says Bionic Woman. Yes, I enjoyed that show as a kid. And how do I forget Knight Rider? Like, how do I forget that? I remember playing the game. The game wasn't very good, but I would still play the game. I don't remember. It was Nintendo, was it? And it was just a really bad game. But I remember renting it and be like, oh, this is bad. But I really enjoyed that show. I remember the episode. What happened?
I can't go back and watch that without seeing Mr. Feeney as the car now.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I keep forgetting that part of it. But yeah, I was remembering the part where Kit ends up driving into like cement or something, and then he sinks down and he gets destroyed. So them to rebuild him into the new Knight Rider car, you know what I mean, with all these like extra parts and stuff. And I think there was a toy of it that I had. So I remember having one of those cars.
It was that demon car, wasn't it? It was like, what was its name? It was.
I don't remember. I know like it would turn into it. Like it would be like a regular car and then it would turn into it. So you could have some extra
Wasn't it Goliath?
jump powers. What happened?
Wasn't it Goliath?
It could have been. It could have been. But I remember like being heartbroken when I first seen the car get destroyed. I thought he was dead. You know what I mean? I thought, oh no, Kit was dead. No more Kit. You know what I mean? Oh man, I remember them times. But you might be right. Brother Joe says what? Farrah Fawcett, I was in. Loved it. Yeah, a lot of people love the Farrah Fawcett lady. Yes. Well, Charlie's Angel, Brother Joe. Charlie's Angel. Yes. Yeah, the movies. Did any? I'm guessing that people who love that show didn't enjoy the movies. I kind of enjoyed them. They were silly and stuff, but I still enjoyed them. But that's probably my guilty pleasure right there. Did you ever see
Just
the Charlie's Angel movies?
oh yeah, man, Lucy Liu, man.
Lucy Lou, that was your favorite.
Oh
Um,
man, you can't go wrong with Lucy Liu, man.
I was a fan of I like Cameron Diaz, but I was a fan of Drew Barrymore. I really like her. So as a kid and all that, but I liked her because her Firestar movie when she was a kid, and it was probably a bad movie to watch now. But like when she has some kind of she was like literally Jean Grey, but not being Jean Grey as a little kid. You know what I mean? And all that. I remember. Anybody remember that movie? I'm probably the only one. Firestar, I think it was called. Um, yeah, probably a lot of blanks. What? Nobody saw
Yeah,
that.
Firestarter, Drew Barrymore wasn't that
Okay.
like one of no E.T. was like one of her first roles.
E.T. was one of her first roles, so I was already a fan of hers. So like when I saw her in those movies, it was more as being a fan of hers than actually thinking she was hot or anything like that. Even though I did still thought she was hot, but you know what I mean. I was a big fan of hers when I was a kid. Might have been my first. Like people always ask, what was your first crush as a kid? You know what you liked. Princess Leia was one of them. She was the other. You know what I mean? And then of course Alyssa Milano from Who's the Boss. Those were my like when I was really little, like Who's the Boss and all that. You know, one of my favorite
Well,
shows as a
this
kid.
just shows the age range between us because mine was Melissa Joan Hart.
And I enjoyed her too. I actually seen her on a she was signing autographs or something in a Toys R Us, I think, or something like that. And I think her autograph was like $20 at the time. I didn't have the money. I would have gotten it. And it was before she really
Her,
got big.
her, and Baby Spice from the Spice Girls.
Baby Spice. I was a I was I was a Ginger Spice guy. She's the one that ended up leaving. So everybody's like, "See, Herm, it's your fault." You know what I mean? I was like, "I don't care. I really didn't like the group. I hope I don't get no hate mail, but I wasn't a Spice Girls guy. You know what I mean?" But they were really popular. Some of them were hot. So yeah, a lot
It's
of people
funny
like.
how Scary Spice is actually beautiful now. Like you think of her and that, and she used to be considered Scary Spice, and nobody was like, "Oh no, she's scary. I'm not attracted to her." And now you look at her now, and you're just like, "Oh damn."
Oh shoot! Always thought she was gorgeous. I thought they were except Sporty Spice. They were all pretty. They were all pretty. You know what I'm saying? What was the other one? The
Posh,
Beckham, Posh
posh
Spice,
Spice.
Posh Spice, and all that, and all that. Yeah. So yes, Sporty Spice was the only one I didn't like. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. But yeah, we talk about the Spice Girls. Wow.
Well, Stefan did ask earlier, Nsync or Backstreet Boys.
Did he? Wait, I
Yeah,
didn't see that.
yeah, he asked it
I missed
a
that
little
one.
bit ago in that, but the chat was kind of jumping.
Oh man, NSYNC all the way, man. NSYNC all the way. I know I'm gonna start some wars. You know what I'm saying? I like the Backstreet Boys. I wasn't one of those that just because I love that NSYNC, I didn't like the Backstreet Boys. But NSYNC was the thing, and then there was always battle between both of them, and I ended like, well, Justin Timberlake beat out all of them to be the most famous out of all of them. So boom, I win. You know what I'm saying? That's all. More hate mail. Unsub. I'm sub. uh. Yeah, so yeah, NSYNC was my thing, bye bye bye. Dun, dun. I was going over a breakup too, so when that song came out, that's what I was thinking of, my ex. I was like, bye. So,
Herm's just
it
rocking
worked
out
out.
his room and that. He's just like looking at a
Hell yeah.
mirror and that with a picture of her,
Uh,
and he's like, "Bye, bye, bye."
bye bye bye. Dun, 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 dun. I would do the dance and everything, what I mean? I can't do that no more, but yeah, man, that was my thing. And then I'd be in my golf cart because I always drive a golf cart in my old job. Um, you know, transferring office trash from the offices to the compactor. And I'll be like there pumping my little radio, and then they'll be playing bye bye bye, and I'll be like, yeah, bye 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 at work and stuff. Fun times. The things you guys get out of me out of this show, huh? Oh boy. Oh boy. So John Thomas says, remember the ninja show, The Master with Lee Van Cleef and Sho Kansugi? Do you remember that?
Nope.
I don't remember that. I know Three Ninjas. I remember that. Its name was Herbie.
Oh no, it wasn't.
Oh boy. Trade paper that station, my man. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. Uh, Phable agrees with me with the Drew Barrymore. Station. Our time, like she was one of the it ones for us. You know what I'm saying? You
I don't
know what
know,
I mean?
man. It's just something about Lucy.
I want to be all their lovers. Yeah, what's up with that song? It's like, hold up a sec. What's up with that song? If you want to be my lover, you gotta get with my friends. I'm just like, really? They this is the message to kids, especially
Oh,
to
I
little
think the
girls. I'm
message
like,
the
yo,
message behind that was like you need to be friends with my friends, I guess. But like the way it sounds is like you
uh,
need to like pretty much get with them,
yeah, you
like.
gotta get with my friends. I'm just like, yo, what did that get me
And
in
I'll be
trouble?
outside the door listening to make sure you actually do it.
I mean, yo, wouldn't that get me in trouble? I always thought that, like, that just makes no sense. Like, oh man, that's just like, is this a college song or something like that? You know what I mean? It was meant for college people because that's just what I hear. College life, you know, ooh, they go around, you know, big parties, things happen. So,
Well, boy bands and that, and like even the Spice Girls and stuff is considered a girl band, I guess. Were more hit towards like the teens, weren't they?
yeah, yeah, it was. Oh, hold on. Yeah, it was. Hold on, my phone is gonna die. I forgot to put it in the charger. Go figure.
That's all
We
right. I think we got like what, 8 minutes left.
got a few minutes left here. Um, yeah. So, sorry, I derailed the show a little bit there. But yeah, I just that song, just the whole. I don't know, man. That I always thought that freaking Sporty Spices Tila. Okay. Uh, New Edition. New Edition, man. They had some good music. They had some good music. You know what I'm saying? Before Nsync. You know what I mean? The kids in the block. Duh. John Thomas says. Now, see, John Thomas might be a little bit older than me, just a little bit. So, like, New Kids on the Block was. I won't go there. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I wasn't really a New Kids on the Block guy. You know, did you like them? I know they're way after your time, but
Um,
um
See, here in Canada, the '90s was like kind of like 75, maybe closer to '80s, maybe I'm not sure. So yeah, with New Kids on the Block was pumping before Backstreet Boys and Nsync when I was a kid. Even though I grew up strictly in
interesting.
the '90s, like I was born '89. Everybody, if anybody wants to know, '89. So I grew up
We
fully in
weren't
the
talking about
'90s.
years here. We weren't really. We don't need to go there. We don't need to go about years, nothing like that.
And there he goes. Welcome to the Black Screen TM show. I am, as always, the magnificent TM. Herm will be back in just a moment. Hello.
Yeah, and it's not officially a show until I disappear for a little bit. And yeah, I don't know what else TM said here, but
I was just like, welcome to the TM show.
where all you see is
Because it
TM
just went,
nerdy.
all it said was TM nerdy and a black screen. So I'm like, all right.
Real quick, the Beatles, John Starr, the Beatles, legends, great songs. Always respect for them. I love their songs. Um, I've never bought any of their CDs or something like that because I always wanted one with all the songs I like, and there's always like one that has one or two songs that's not in there and all that. If there's a collection, comment here or comment in the show comments and let me know what collection I can buy that's still affordable that has the most out of all their hits. That because I like a lot of their songs.
Yeah, a
I
lot of
like.
their songs is great. I was a huge Beatles fan since I was 11, and like I did a biography on the Beatles in grade 9, and yeah, I loved a lot of their songs. I watched a lot of their movies. Like Yellow Submarine was, I think I shouldn't have been watching that at 11 years old though. It was kind of
Yeah.
trippy.
Herm's milkshake bring all the boys to the yard. That's pretty much what was happening. While I was Taqi just we're just making Taqi throw up. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm probably missing a lot what's happening in the chat because I'm here like having too much fun here. I want to be all their lovers. Okay, I got that one earlier.
What Mike Zero said, I get that because like I've watched How I Met Your Mother like religiously. Like I've watched it so many times. Robin Sparkles is Canada's biggest pop star, and yes, I agree. Robin Sparkles. Let's go to the mall.
Missing link. I always wanted to see Nsync in concert. Never. That right there, I never got to. I wanted to bring my two. What I call them, they're my cousins, but to me, they're my little brothers and sisters. I told this story before in Florida. I couldn't find 3 seats. I found two, but I couldn't find three, and there was no way I was leaving one of them alone somewhere, or leaving them alone and me be alone somewhere. So I could never find when they're their hottest, and I was disappointed that I couldn't find them their tickets. They were a little bit. I ended up finding the tickets for the Backstreet Boys as a consolation, but they weren't as hyped for the Backstreet Boys. I tried to hype them out. Oh, they're good too. They're a great band. Nah, they wanted NSYNC,
Yeah,
and I
here's
couldn't
Herm
do it.
like here's Herm saying like NSYNC is his favorite. NSYNC is his favorite. Then he gets Boy or Backstreet Boys tickets. He's like, forget what I said earlier. I love the Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, it didn't work. It didn't. Let's just say it didn't work. And Vogue is classics. And Vogue they're just classic, man. Love their stuff. Not much you could say. Just they're great. You know what I mean? And from that time, you know what I mean. Who else? Who else? New Kids on the Block had a lot of hits. They did. They did. Dude, I freaking love boy bands. Says Chamorro Cinema Station. By the way, pop music. I would have never said it at the time, but man, that MS right there.
Yeah, like growing up, like even in your like teens and stuff, like you don't you kind of hide that like you're still like you still have that little bit of fandom in you from like the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC growing up. Like that'll always be there, but
Oh
you
yeah.
always keep that concealed. But like once you get to an adult, you're just like screw it, I love them.
Oh boy. Across the Universe. Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. Awesome movie. Awesome. Beatles #1. I'm just going real fast because we're running out of time. Boys to Men. Got a raw deal when all the boy bands started showing up though. Yeah, Boys to Men, classic. Love listening to some Boys to Men. Uh, should Robbie jump on at and do a hand up every Sunday?
It's up to
Nah, it's
Robbie.
good. He's getting ready for his show, probably watching me, be like, "Yo, Herm, wrap this shit up, bro." That's the only curse you're gonna get for this show. Like, wrap it up, young man. You know what I'm saying? Wanna love your girls, wanna love your girls. Yeah, Missing Link, man. Oh man, you guys had this was a lot of fun today. Thank you, TM, for coming in for a little bit and chiming in. I know you're not feeling good. You came in here like a champ, helped me out a little bit.
Oh man,
Uh,
it's easy because I'm really laying down, so I'm not that dizzy. So I'm just kind of looking at my ceiling a little bit and then looking at the screen. But yeah, it was easy. I don't have to set up or anything in that. So
I finally saw the Mike Zero comment. He said the biggest Canadian pop, and he also said, "Ask Robbie about our Joy for Tone story." Yeah, man. One of us asked him on his show about that story. I would love to hear that story. You know what I mean? And I can go on forever, guys. I know I went a little later than I should have. I was trying to like get
you were
something
having
together
fun.
for the show, but it was a lot of fun. I'm gonna do one of these eventually again because this turned out pretty good. All you guys, thanks for joining on the show. Of course, I got TM and all that. Robbie's gonna go on literally just now. So for now, thank you. Love you guys. Whiplash Wednesday. We'll be up all day, the whole crew up in there, uh, and all that. Check us out that day. And I might do a pop-in show the next couple of days, maybe, depending on things go through. Look out for that, maybe. But Wednesday, of course, me and Sam, TM has his chatting with the community show, the Blame Phable show, the Tomorrow show, the Nick Comic Culture show. Maybe Missing Link will be scattered somewhere around there and he'll do his show. Thanks, guys, for doing this. This was a lot of fun. I hope everybody had fun. And if you're watching on the rewind, comment down below on anything we talked about today. Guys, check out our guy next. He's probably starting literally right now. Let me take out this comment. Rock and Rowdy Live coming up. Station, everyone. Love you guys. Till
Station,
next
you're all
time.
worth it.
You are all worth it.
But Herm most of all.
Station, everybody. Peace out. And yeah, if I learn how to do this a little better, but station.
Station, everyone. I love you all.